This video is sponsored by the subscribe button, as we are going for 20,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. Hello there, welcome to the channel, and today we have some very interesting LEGO 2026 DC set info. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, as well as letting me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. With all of that out of the way, let's jump right in. Alright, so before we get into all of the exciting info for the March sets, first up we have the 30726. This is going to be a January 1st set, and it's going to be LEGO Batman, Bruce Wayne, and the Bat Suit. With a $5 retail price, this is just going to be another poly bag to hit the shelves, and most likely going to include a reused Batman suit as well as a reused Bruce Wayne, but nonetheless, it's nice to see a LEGO DC get a little bit of love here in January with the poly bag, and if it's a good enough poly bag, I think a lot of people will end up picking it up. However, that is likely not what you clicked on this video for, because now we're getting into the March updates, starting off with the 76330 LEGO Batman logo, coming in with 678 pieces and an $80 price tag. This one is said to be a greebled black bat shape on a gray stand. It also is said to include, this is very interesting here, a Batman figure and a gold Batman minifigure. Now, I don't think LEGO's ever done this before with a gold minifigure of, aside from Mr. Gold, of course, back in like 2011, but I don't think they've ever done this before with a solid gold, like colored plated, probably not obviously real gold, but just a plated print on a minifigure. And let me know if this is a reference to anything, but if it's a completely gold minifigure or this is just a misspelling or a misinterpretation, but this information comes from BrickTap, and I'm definitely interested to see what LEGO is going to do with this, because Batman logo is going to be a very nice start for what could be a lot of potential DC logos for LEGO, because I could see a Superman logo being made, I could see a Wonder Woman logo being made, as well as a Flash logo. So that's a bunch of potential sets for LEGO to make in the future, and too many figures is not the worst thing in the world. It's definitely not the best. I would have liked to see more, similar to what we saw with the Marvel logo earlier this year, but feel free to let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, because this is certainly an update worth mentioning. Same with the next set, which is the 76331 Batman vs Superman Batmobile, coming in at a $30 price tag. Will include 220 pieces, and it is said to have a Batman minifigure with new shoulder armor. Now, unfortunately, I don't know whether or not this is a completely new piece, or if it's just going to be new shoulder armor that has never been used on a Batman figure, but has been used in other themes. So it's very nice to get some sort of mention from Batman vs Superman. I think that movie is underrated. It's definitely one of the better Batman movies of the recent years. Like, it's just underrated. It's Superman, Batman movie, whatever you think about it, I think it's an underrated film, and the fact that we're getting this Batmobile, 220 pieces, is not a lot. Definitely nowadays, this is going to be a very small, compact Batmobile. Hopefully, a lot of details. If LEGO could possibly do all prints on a set like this, I would be so grateful, because this is not a good price per piece. It's going to be a small set as far as I could tell, but I'm not going to complain too much, because this is one step closer to getting like a legacy wave, sort of like we saw with the Infinity Saga sets from Marvel. I would love to see an Infinity Saga, but for DC, that's just one of my dreams for LEGO DC, and I hope that LEGO does that sometime in the future. However, we do have two more sets, starting off with the 76332, the Batman Batmobile, with a $30 price tag, coming in with 330 pieces, which is 110 pieces more than the Batman vs Superman Batmobile at the same price. That is just astounding to me that LEGO would actually make sense of releasing both of these sets at the same time. But this one should include a Robert Pattinson Batman with dual molded legs, so that's really awesome. LEGO Batman doesn't usually get a lot of dual molded legs. Hopefully this one has a lot of printing, a lot of great details. Arm printing would also be a W, but that is not mentioned here. But the fact that LEGO's doing this, very interesting. The Batman Batmobile did retire a couple years ago, so this is definitely to correlate with the legacy of the Dark Knight video game, because that game is coming out sometime next year. So LEGO definitely wants to have sets on shelves to go alongside with the video game, and the video game is probably going to be very popular, and a lot of kids and adults alike are going to purchase it, I imagine. So, and also I believe that a lot of Batmobiles are able to be playable in the video game, like all the Batmobiles, as far as I heard. So very exciting news here. And finally is a brand new set rumor with the 76333 Batman and Robin Batmobile. Yeah, so whether you love or you hate that movie. This is very, very interesting choice from LEGO. One of the more interesting choices they made recently, because at $30, we unfortunately don't have a piece count yet, but I would assume anywhere between 220 and 330, so maybe around 270, 280 pieces for this one, and it is said to include a Batman minifigure with side cowl printing. Now, cowl printing, I don't believe we've seen that before. As far as I can remember, I don't think LEGO's ever done that, especially not on the new cowl that LEGO released not too long ago for Batman. So very, very exciting for this one. Whether you love or hate that movie, this is pretty much every main live action Batman now has a minifigure. That's what it means. So very cool. I think the fact that we did see the Batman Forever Batmobile earlier this year, this was a good sign. It was a good set, very expensive, but it was a good set. And it had a great minifigure from Batman Forever as well. So I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments on what you think of these new rumors, because that's a lot to take in. I mean, I did not expect a Batman and Robin Batmobile. I'm very excited to see pictures, and I am very disappointed at the same time that these are not releasing in January, because a lot of other themes are getting a lot of great sets in January, a lot of things to look forward to. Unfortunately, if you are a DC fan, you will get that Batman poly bag, but you will have to wait another full January and full February before you can hopefully get these on March, unless they get delayed. I sure hope not, but if the video game was to get delayed, that probably, I imagine, would mean that the sets get delayed, but let's not worry too much about that, because I'm just really hopeful that this is a good sign for the summer, that maybe we'll get a June wave and then an August wave for DC, even if it is more Batmobiles or sets based off the legacy of the Dark Knight video game. That wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, because I need LEGO DC content, and if we could just get characters other than Batman and Joker, I would be very appreciative. If we could get Robin, we could get Harley Quinn, even if we get an anniversary wave of sets for the 20th anniversary of LEGO Superheroes or LEGO Batman, that would just be peak. That would be absolutely amazing from LEGO. I don't know what to expect now. I can't see it happening all that much. But hey, a man can dream, right? Because LEGO's done anniversary waves before. The 25th anniversary of LEGO Star Wars back in 2024 was a huge celebration. So many sets, great sets from LEGO, great anniversary figures. And so if LEGO can do that for the 20th anniversary of DC, or even 25th, but that is still 5 years out, I really don't want to be hyping stuff out for 5 years out. That could potentially happen, or could potentially not. There's still plenty of speculation on that. And for next year's Superheroes Modular, there's a couple of choices out currently. It could be a Daily Planet, it could be a Gotham City Police Department, which I would personally not really like, but it's still on the table as a possibility. We could also see for Marvel, because Marvel and DC sort of share the same theme, which is superheroes, and then that sort of just falls under DC or Marvel. But I would love to see it be potentially Baxter Building. If you are a Marvel fan, that's probably what you want to see. But there's a lot of potential. There's been a lot of potential, and I feel like LEGO squandered it, and they've really lost a lot of people's expectations. They've lost the fans' hard grip on the upcoming sets, especially after the massive disappointment for a lot of people that was the August wave for Star Wars. And the Marvel waves have been solid, but I feel like there's just a lot of repetitiveness, and the fact that we're getting 3 Batmobiles is not going to be great for a lot of fans. But I thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, make sure to drop a like, as well as commenting your thoughts down in the comments section below. Thank you so much for the support here on the channel over the past couple of weeks. It's been incredible, and I can't wait to keep making videos as we get more and more rumors to 2026, and we get closer and closer to 2026 set reveals. So make sure to have a fantastic rest of your day, and goodbye.